Hostels are an amazing way to travel the world on a budget and meet new people. But sharing a room with complete strangers can sometimes go horribly, horribly wrong. These are 3 true stories from solo travelers whose hostel stays turned into absolute nightmares. Our first story takes us to Paris. A 23-year-old traveler, let's call him Mark, had just landed after a long flight. It was 3 a.m. when he finally stumbled into his 6-bed dorm room, exhausted. Only one other person was there, a man in one of the top bunks. Mark quietly got his things sorted and, seeing the main light was still on, politely asked the guy if he could turn it off. The man just stared at him with this really weird smile, not saying a word, before finally switching it off. Mark, too tired to think much of it, climbed into his bunk and passed out. A few hours later, he was jolted awake. The bed next to him was shaking, and he could hear this strange, almost freakish breathing sound. He looked up and froze. The man from the top bunk was hanging his head over the edge, looking down at him, upside down, with that same creepy smile plastered across his face. Mark's heart pounded in his chest. He fumbled for his phone, turned on the flashlight, and pointed it at the man. Instead of pulling back, the guy just started laughing, then raised his own phone and, snap, took a picture of Mark lying in bed. That was it. Mark scrambled out of his bunk, grabbed his bags, and fled the room. He went straight to the front desk and demanded a private room, no matter the cost. Next, we head to Rome, to the Freedom Traveler Hostel. A solo traveler, let's call him Alex, checked into a 4-person room. Soon after, 2 big Italian guys, Marco and Lucio, walked in. They were friendly at first, making small talk, but then they switched to Italian, laughing and making jokes, clearly about Alex. What they didn't know was that Alex was fluent in Italian and understood every single word. He felt a knot of unease tighten in his stomach, but decided to just keep to himself and go to sleep. Later that night, Alex woke up to whispering. It was the 2 brothers. He heard them say in Italian, "Are you ready? Go grab it." Suddenly he felt a cold, wet cloth with a sickly, sweet smell press against his nose and mouth. Chloroform. His adrenaline surged. He swatted the cloth away and yelled. One of the brothers tried to hold him down, but Alex fought back, kicking him hard off the bed. The commotion was enough. The 2 men grabbed their things and bolted out of the room. When a terrified Alex reported it to the front desk, the worker checked the records. Marco and Lucio had never even been registered guests. They were just local thieves who preyed on unsuspecting tourists. Our final story comes from Miami Beach. A woman was in town for Art Basel, staying at the Bikini Hostel in a mixed dorm. One morning, she woke up and her phone was gone. It had been right next to her on the bed. Panicked, she borrowed a friend's phone and used Find My iPhone. Phew, it showed her phone was still somewhere inside the hostel. She tried not to worry and went about her day. Later, she was out with her friend when she checked the location again. The little dot on the map was moving with her. It was right on top of her. She looked around confused, asking everyone in her group, but nobody had it. On her walk back to the hostel, she noticed a strange-looking guy seemed to be following her. Shaking off the weird feeling, she got back to her room. She checked Find My iPhone one last time. The dot was back in the hostel, right inside her room. An idea struck her. She quickly texted her friend, "Call my phone now." A moment later, a distinct buzzing sound started. She followed the sound to the man who had been following her. It was vibrating in his pocket. He had stolen her phone and was using it to stalk her. The other people in the dorm rallied around her, and after a tense confrontation, the man threw the phone at her and ran out of the building. These stories are a chilling reminder to always be aware of your surroundings, especially when traveling solo. Trust your gut. If a situation feels off, it probably is. Thanks for watching. If you have a scary travel story of your own, share it in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content. Stay safe out there.